So hello and welcome to Film Mixologist. What I'm doing today is I'm carrying on with the Weber carb build, and as you can probably see, I have made some progress. In the last video I covered how to set the throttle plate, so these are done, and then I did all of the other bits that go underneath the cover, so everything in the in the accelerator pump circuit and the choke as well. I put the idle mixture screws in there, so all of that is okay. And there is one crucial bit that I want to show you the technique to do it. This is it's called the bleed back or pump spill valve. Now this is a valve that basically when you press the accelerator pump, it has a hole of variable sizes that this basically kind of lets you spill some of the acceleration fueling back into the fuel bowl in a sense. And this is a way that you can fine tune the acceleration pump so that it doesn't kind of bog the car down. This is a bit tricky to install, so I'll show you what is my technique, which basically is turning this upside down and very carefully placing it like so. There you go. Excellent. One. And two. You see, it's very, you do have to have some patience. It's very important to get it right so you don't damage the threads. There you go. Always doing this upside down is a technique that I found that works really well. So now what I'm going to do is that's kind of part one, and now what I need to do is I need to discuss how I'm going to tune this carb. So what is the setup I'm going to do? The other thing that I've already done is I've put obviously brand new needle and seat assemblies here, and I've assembled this. They're just ready to install, which is good. I always put brand new needle and seat assemblies in both Weber and the Lotto carbs. I mean, it's just, you may be able to recycle them, yes, maybe, but I never bother, to be honest. I just put new ones in. I think it's better, and also it helps with fuel control and all that stuff. So I'm sure I'll show you now what are my thoughts in terms of tuning. Now, the problem with these carbs is that I think somebody bought them separately. They weren't a match pair. They are from the same series, but they weren't together. Why? Because one had 34 chokes, which is this one, and the other one had 30 chokes. Obviously, they weren't going to work together. So what I'm going to do is, for me, this presents an opportunity to do an alternative tune. So what I'm going to do, I've got this book, and basically this gives me an idea of a state of tune that works. So I'm going to tune it for a Pinto Ford 2-litre single overhead cam engine, and it's 130 main jets, 190 air, F11 emulsion tubes, 35 accelerator pump jets, 34 chokes, 4.5 Venturis, 40 F9 idles, and the jets are here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that tune up in the scarves, and I'll show you once I get all the bits and I'll be able to do it. Boy, that took a long time. So a couple of hours later, finally I managed to obtain all the bits for for the tune-up. So we've got our 34 chokes, so let's put them in one at a time. Put some WD-40 already on the bores. Sometimes they do need a bit of persuasion, so I generally use hammer. There you go. Venturis aux vents, they are the 45 flavor. There you go. One. There you go. And 45, yeah. That's the flavor he wants. There you go. So more chokes here. The wonders of WD-40, they generally tend to go in pretty easily. The aux vents right in the middle, there you go. Chokage, let's rotate it. The chokes, when you drop them in, they always have a guiding pin and a little slot in there. So you need to be able to match them. And the same thing with this, they have like a tab here that matches with the slot. There you go, and clicks. So you need to click it. Okay, so the pump discharge, I set it at 35, which was the recommendation, and idles is going to be 45 F9 for the idles. So let's start doing them. I decided to go for the idles and the main jets as well. I decided to go a touch over the recommended, not by much in any way. It's just that sometimes it's slightly safer to have a richer mixture than having a lean mixture. So I mean, you can always try this on, and if there is a problem you can always lean it out, but at least I'm gonna be confident that the carbs are not gonna lean out, which let's say if the carbs lean out, the problem is that you might burn a piston, so it's not good. So yeah, on the mains we've got 135 jet F11, and we had the 190 air corrector, which basically what I did is it was 130 on the main jets, and I'm putting 135, which isn't a lot more. So there we go. Jets go in. I'm looking for, I had a different screwdriver somewhere around here. You know when people say that in their workshop they've got everything, they know where everything is. Not necessarily, because I'm looking for that thing. It's gonna be there you go. So I need to tighten this up a little bit more. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's going good. Now I'm going to do this model in particular, which comes with like this kind of castle nut thing. It's not a castle nut, obviously, but with this tower, which is the so this is the vent tube. There we go. This is going nice. Need to do it properly. There you go. So gasket, this and this. So this one should behave as well. Excellent. Okay, so now what we've got is kind of the basic assembly of the carbs with a basic tune-up for a Pinto 2-litre Ford single overhead camshaft. And now in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on just the few bits that need doing really, which is the ends, the linkages, and maybe I can see if I can put some trumpets on them, and I'll show you how all that stuff is done. So I'll see you on the next episode.